Hi, this is Katie. We're going to do some comic strips today. So it's pretty exciting. First, we'll talk a little bit about story structure and like different kinds of lines that you might use when you're drawing. Um, a story usually has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Different things happen. You're introducing characters in the beginning, or like the scene, what's happening, who's around, that type of thing. The middle, there's like some kind of thing that happens, maybe a conflict or like an adventure or something else cool happens. And at the end, there's a solution or a resolution to whatever happened during the story. So we're going to practice doing some drawings. First with pencil, we're going to draw some comic strips, and we'll talk a little bit about just how to do that with really not very many materials. A ruler, a pencil, and a pen is pretty much all you need. And we'll do like a three panel comic and figure out what you want to be in your story. We'll use pencil first, and then we'll ink the comic with a pen and erase the pencil lines, so it looks like a professional comic. Let's talk about line first. There are so many different kinds of lines that you can use when you're drawing. So I'm going to ask you to just try to use a few different kinds. Different kinds of lines will express different kinds of things in pretty simple ways, so you don't have to worry too much about it, but just try different kinds of lines. So let's look at this example. It's a Garfield comic. This has 6 panels. It does have color, and we'll talk a little bit about this in a sec, but you can see the different kinds of lines that the artist used to describe Garfield and describe his chair that he's sitting in. You can see these lines right here at the end of this comic are real jaggedy. The chair's more organic looking, and then there's these jaggedy parts here, so you can tell that he's ripped the chair. Pretty exciting. This has 6 panels. We're going to work on 3, but you can easily do this as well. Okay, let's think about the story structure of this comic as well. So we're looking at Garfield here, and he's tapping on a chair. He's introducing us to this story that he's telling. He's thinking about his friend, Odie, who he has a funny relationship with. They fight, but they're friends, Sometimes maybe it's like they're related. So he's thinking about all these different things about his friend, the dog, and tapping on this chair. That's the middle part of the story. And then at the end, the resolution or the conclusion of the story is that while he's been tapping on the chair with his claw, he's ripped a hole in it. You can see those different lines that describe that. And also he's happily falling asleep, so he indeed does like his friend the dog. So let's create our own comic. So here are a couple of different examples. Your comic could be as simple as 3 panels describing, here for example, the plant is growing, the seed is growing into a flower. Or it could be more complicated. And here's a story about my mom's cat, whose name is Lucy. She sleeps a lot. She woke up from a nap. She went looking for a sunbeam in the middle of the story, and then she took another nap at the end of the story. So I've divided this piece of paper into 3 parts. You can see here I've got some math showing dividing this paper up into 3 different parts. I've got a ruler and a piece of paper. This paper is 11 inches long. So I like this. I want a little bit of a margin on the side here. That's what I did here. I took off an inch from the paper, so half an inch from either side. So that's 10 instead of 11 inches long. I do half inch here. So then my measurement is 10 inches now from here to here. That's 10 inches. So I will be able to say 3.3. So 3.25 is here. 3.3 is probably around there. So let's see. 1, 2, 3.25. 3.3. Excellent. So I'm trying to divide this up into sort of even spaces for my different panels. And I feel like it isn't necessary to do that, but it's kind of fun. We can use some of our math skills for that. So next I'm going to draw lines along all of these little marks that I've made on the paper at the different lengths or a different amount of inches. So if I do that, I'm going to end up, because I did this math, I divided this space by 3 into 3 parts. By doing this easy math, I am able to make 3 spots on my paper that are about the same size. And I kind of fudged the math a little bit. I said, oh, it's okay if it's a little bit off, but it looks close. It looks actually like it's perfect, so it doesn't really matter. In the end, also a lot of comics don't have even size of square parts, so it's up to you whether or not you want to do that. So, but I like that. I want them to be even. So I'm going to use a little bit of easy math, just dividing by 3, whatever size my paper is. So I'm going to think of the beginning of a story. Let's see. Well, it's up to you to do that. So first thing we're going to do is start a drawing. What do you think you want to draw? Is it something about the park, your yard, your house, something that you've been doing, a cool project that you're working on? Here, I'll use this example that I did earlier. So I decided that I wanted to have some kind of seed growing into a plant, and then the end of the story is that the seed turns into a flower. And I don't need any words in this one. That's okay. So I'm going to get a pen, and I'll just use this marker. So I think that'll be fine. I'm going to do what's called inking. So I'm going to trace around the shapes that I like, that I'm sure I want. And I do want to make sure that I have all of my story rectangles, so I might trace this with a ruler too, but that's okay. All right, so I have traced all of my the images that I'm interested in with a pen, and the next thing I'm going to do is erase all of those pencil lines. Here's my Seed Adventure comic after I colored it in, so you can see it looks really nice, but it's not necessary. It's important though that you sign it at the bottom so that we know that you did it. That's important. So that's really fun. I just colored it in with colored pencil, and I made sure to erase all those lines. And I outlined this one with no ruler, but here's an example of the one about my mom's cat. I outlined that with a ruler, so it looks kind of fancy and a little bit more professional. And I'm not done erasing all those lines, but I wanted to show you just real fast how much nicer it looks once you erase it. See all those little tiny lines in here? There's like a bunch of different sketchy lines that I did with my pencil, but when I erase them, it looks really nice, and like it could be a newspaper comic. Although I don't know if the newspaper would run a comic about a cat taking a nap and then taking another nap. Oh, maybe they would. There's always Garfield. You could do a whole comic book. I think that would be fun. So have fun.